Marvel has to stop doing this. Now. What's up, everyone? It's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to talk about a topic that's been bothering me for a while now. And it has to do with Marvel Comics. Yes, I know there's a lot we could talk about with Marvel, and we probably will down the line. But right now we're going to talk about a specific issue that's been getting on my nerves. And it was recently triggered by a new announcement regarding Ghost Rider. Now, I have been reading the Benjamin Percy Ghost Rider story. It's not my favorite Ghost Rider story, but I feel like it's gotten Johnny Blaze back to his roots. Back on the road, fighting the supernatural, no more this King of Hell crap, no more detours with the cosmic Ghost Rider that was once Frank Castle and now somebody else. And that's how it should be. Now, again, it's not perfect. There's complaints I have regarding the story. I'm not really fond of the new character, Talia Warroad. I think she is just, once again, that stereotypical Marvel modern-day female character. There's nothing likable about her, but again, we're not going to talk about that here. That's for some other day. I want to talk about the announcement they recently made about the next phase of Ghost Rider by Benjamin Percy. A few months back, I was on my friend Drew from Comic Elite's channel, and we were talking about different comics, and we had gotten into the topic of the current Ghost Rider run. We both agreed we were liking it at the time, but even Drew brought up that he had a sneaking suspicion that they were going to go somewhere with the story. And I was hoping at the time he was wrong, that it was not going to happen because it is something that keeps on happening. But sure enough, Marvel has gone ahead and they have made that announcement. 2024, Ben Percy will be teaming up with Danny Kim, and they are going to relaunch the character. Now, what they mean by relaunch the character is that good old Johnny Blaze is no longer going to be the Ghost Rider. I want to make something clear first before we continue. I don't have issues with mantle swaps. Characters that are adjacent to a popular character. What I mean by that, like, you have Spider-Boy now with Spider-Man. What I don't like with Marvel is they overdo it. They overdo it to a point where most of the characters now in the Marvel Universe have more versions of themselves than Robin's and Batman's Batcave. And I'm not joking about it. Even with Ghost Rider, there is now a ton of Ghost Riders. There's the indigenous one, I forgot her name. There's another female character. There is, of course, Danny Ketch, who's one of the more popular ones. There's like Robbie Reyes. There's a ton. It's like looking at Spider-Man. They did 2 movies called Multiverse of, because there's so many Spider-Men to focus on. It's too much all the time. And I think it's gotten increasingly worse since the all-new, all-different era. It's even to a point now where they bring back a character who's already got his own identity to be another character. And I'm talking about Sam Wilson. He was already donning the Captain America shield a few years back when Steve went old, and now he's back again as Captain America while Steve Rogers is also Captain America. It's annoying. It's become predictable, so nobody is even really as interested anymore in these announcements because it's almost a monthly thing. You've got so many characters who are either mantle swapping with another character or, like I said before, adjacent to a character. They're already, and it hasn't been confirmed, even Moon Knight might be getting replaced by somebody else. This has become the Jean Grey death of current Marvel. When the first time Jean Grey died, everybody was shocked and oh my god. Second time, yeah, somewhat. But then as it went on and on and on, people began to just predict when it was going to happen again and didn't give a crap anymore. Because it happened so often, it lost its value. And I feel like that's what's happening in Marvel when it comes to this. It's losing its value. You've got so many versions of a character now, there's too many. And we're taking bets on who's next, okay? We are. We're taking bets. We don't care. If I'm going into the comic book store, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not buying Falcon Cap. I'm buying Steve Rogers Captain America. I'm going to get Ghost Rider. I might pick up Danny Ketch, but most of the time it's going to be Johnny Blaze. And I don't even mind Robbie Reyes. But I rather focus on the guy who is the character. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, but it's just a mantle, it's just that. And you're not wrong, but a lot of fans associate one character with that identity. It's like there's a big freaking Twitter war right now over T'Challa. Like, people are complaining we want T'Challa recast for the MCU. And I get where they're coming from, because this is a character that's very important to the community. This is a character who's got some historical relevance in comic books. He hasn't had much screen time in the MCU, especially in his solo movies. He's only had one. And of course, unfortunately, with the death of the actor, may he rest in peace, there's a group who feel like you shouldn't recast. But is that really fair? People want T'Challa. I have no hate against Shuri. I have no hate against T'Chaka. I have no hate against whoever else might take on the mantle. But at the end of the day, when anybody says the words Black Panther, the first person everybody thinks of is T'Challa. You say Iron Man, I think Tony Stark. You say Superman, it's going to be Clark Kent. You say Batman, it's Bruce Wayne. Okay? There is room for, how can I put this? For diversity in characters holding that mantle. If you look at Green Lanterns, it's a core. So you have multiple Green Lanterns from all over the universe. And you have a few from Earth. You have Hal Jordan, you have Kyle Rayner, you have Guy Gardner, and so many others. But there is a group of people who will still only view Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern. For me, I'm more familiar with Kyle Rayner. However, I do like Hal, but I don't mind having a Kyle Rayner book. The difference, though, is Kyle Rayner's introduction was done better than what Marvel is currently doing with all these new characters. We're going to look at the greatest example of a mantle swap, and that would be Wally West taking over the Flash mantle from Barry Allen. You had Barry Allen for most of the Silver Age doing the whole Flash character. His death in Crisis on Infinity Earths and Wally taking it over, Wally earned it because he was around for a long time as Kid Flash. Then for a long period, Wally was Flash. There's a lot of people who only identify Wally West as Flash. It was only until recently that Barry Allen came back into the picture. But you have people who gravitate to one and others gravitate to the others because it was well done. Marvel is not doing these well because they keep pumping it out. It's like a factory at this point. I swear, every time I think I open up the internet, there's a new announcement from Marvel of a new character who's going to be connected to this one or taking over this one's mantle. I'm tired of it. I think Marvel needs to pump the brakes, back up, get back to their core characters, and then gradually introduce these other ones in a better way. Because it's stupid at this point. I am not going to probably pick up the new Ghost Rider. I might just peek on the internet to see who they're going with. Is it going to be Talia Warroad or whatever her name is? Or is it going to be some completely new character? We already got a new Punisher nobody really cares about. I don't want all these rapid new characters flying out left and right without proper development. You need to give me a reason, a really damn good reason why we need another Ghost Rider. You need to give me a damn good reason why we have so many damn spider people, okay? I love Miles Morales. I know there's like contention when it comes to that character, but I remember his introduction in the Ultimates, and I really do like him. I kind of feel like he does have his own kind of like standalone personality and origin. And he was meant to be an alternate universe version of Spider-Man. He is not Peter Parker, he's Miles Morales. I think kind of bringing him over to the main universe is kind of what's caused a lot of this outrage. But I still think he's a great character. I don't even mind Silk. But then you got into the whole Spider-Gwen, who's now, I think, Ghost Spider. You've got now the Spider-Boy character. Bring back Spider-Punk. It's too much. It's too much, and I really think Marvel needs to focus on improving their core characters first before branching out so rapidly. because there is a lot of quality issues. You've heard me talk about it on Comic Aficionados. You've seen me mention it on Twitter. Focus on the core characters people are familiar with. Get in better writers. Editorial needs to step up. Get people back into the comic book shops to buy these books. Give them a reason. Get the names on the books. Get the big wigs. I mean, lay out the money. You've got that Disney money. Get the people in that fans know and know will give them a quality book. Build up your new talent. Really cultivate it. Get editors who can really work with these people to bring out the best in them. Once you get that all done and people are back on board with you, then you can start doing all these new characters. But even then, don't do it as much and as often as you are doing it now, because it is just frustrating. I mean, I don't care at this point about this ghostwriter. I don't care if next week you introduce that there is a new Moon Knight. It's overdone, it's boring, and I'm tired. And I'm sure a lot of you agree. I would like to hear your comments, so please go ahead and comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And come back. I will have more comic book content like this, as well as even some reviews, and maybe talk about some of the comics I've been enjoying from the big two. Because there are some. It's not all bad. It can be better, but it's not all bad. In the meantime, I will see you on the next video. Bye.